Hey, Renegade Nation. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Oh, Lordy. We are on the Dream Farm tonight. We're going to try, I got Dad in a planter, and he planted one field, and I haven't went in to look at it yet. I'll take us in there to look, but we're running RCS in here, and I'm interested to jump in here and see what we've got. I do see one issue we had. Apparently I am set up to, when a worker uses seed, he don't use, he was buying, I need to turn all of that stuff off. Yeah, cause I'm still at 91%. I hired him. John Ashcraft, welcome in. Burr Radshaw, Blue Streak, BMAC, Scurvy, Nebula, Mac Power, John Franks. Welcome in, guys. Like I say, this will be our first look at this as far as RCS and AI workers. I know I was told there was some issues. We're going to get in the field. I'll kind of go back on the view and kind of go around and just see how well he did. I did the really weird field at Dad's house just to see how it would come out. With that being said, guys, let's jump over and see what we got. Okay. I have no puppies right now on the farm, and I don't, right there's a little piece he missed, coming together. I know he's going to miss a little bit around the edges. I'll let that go. I'm not going to let my OCD get in there. Where he turned right here, there's a little bit, but that's realistic. I'm good with it. I want to make sure he didn't miss. See, there's a pretty good sized piece. Right here's another one. I'm going to let this field go just to see how it all turns out. I know originally he hadn't did the whole beginning of the field up there. Yep, right there's another pretty good one. I think I saw that one before I took puppies out, which, by the way, I had a good girl and a bad little boy. He wouldn't go to the bathroom for me. Pete, how are you doing? Frank, welcome in. Mig, welcome in. As far as the corners, like right there's a tight corner, and it looks like he did pretty good. There's a piece right underneath me that he missed. But overall, for the most part, it looks like he did pretty good. Got a little wide right there to the left. Let's come up here. But the piece that he missed was up here behind the house. And, same thing here. He missed right off the end some. And it could be, BMAC mentioned exactly where the planter is planting at. Could have something to do with it. Nemesis, welcome in. Yeah, we're gonna do an ATS stream. Mig, I'll be dead honest. I got in here from having puppies outside and realized that I hadn't done anything to, Stream Deck wasn't ready. I didn't have the announcement put in Discord. I didn't have anything done, and that title's the title that was on there. It was decent. I left it alone, didn't touch it. Cindy, how are you doing? Philip, welcome in. Welcome back, Jedi. Guys, I'm trying, this is, advanced GG, but it is peach tea. And, I do need, I'm going to change the camera for 1 second. It has a very peachy look to it, rather than a tea look. And I am, I like some kinds of tea. I don't like others. I do like peach tea. Oh, it smells very, very peachy. Hold on. I ain't got that camera on. It smells very, very peachy. Real strong peach flavor in the front side. It's going to take a couple drinks for the backside. Braden, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm not catching a hint of the aftertaste that we were talking about in Discord. Peach tea's not too bad. Yeah, see, he didn't do anything down here, guys. Hey, Vix, how are you doing? I had somebody asking about you the other day, and I said I let him know that my assumption was that I believe it was your brother and sister-in-law had went in the hospital for a baby, and you were watching the other ones, and that might be why you wasn't around. Hopefully everybody's healthy and safe there. Max, welcome in. Demonic, welcome. Yeah, if this is what we get, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let Dad run one more year here. I really want to push. I want to push hard. I want to get everything planted by the end of stream. Yeah, see, we missed a whole bunch right here on the border. I want to try to get everything planted by the end of stream. Because I want to be able to advance forward a month and see what this stuff looks like. I am really excited about this. Yes, sir, everybody healthy and home now. Good deal, Vix. I'm glad to hear that. My back's hurting bad. And I don't know. I know I went, I picked some stuff up at Walmart for Mama today. Well, for both of us. And I'm liable to take, kind of hate to take a muscle relaxer and fall asleep. Oh, on a surprise note here. I may have had someone send me a skin for the semi over on ATS. I have absolutely no clue what it is, but I am planning on attempting, I think we got it fixed. I'm planning on attempting to put that skin on tonight. And all I'm going to tell you is the name of it says Pizza. I have my guesses as to what this skin is going to be, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I got my mom because I can't keep a secret. Excuse me? May have. It would be interesting. Yeah, I think when we got to put over in that other folder, B-Mac, I think that'll solve it. Hey now. Demonic, I kind of have that same feeling. Okay. I think I can fit through here. I would like to refill right here before I take Dad to the next farm. I've already got the tractor and the corn planter down to the next farm it goes to. Let's see what happens here. Philip, you're going to be in the corner with John tonight. Big T-Bell, how are you doing? Hey, Mr. Aaron, how are you doing? Hey. Is it that the truck isn't running? That's what it was. We'll go ahead and run this down to my place first. No, it's got its own motor on it. You don't need the engine. Right there's a motor in the front of it. And that motor runs the hydraulics. It runs everything, B-Mac. That's what you say. Did I just have a visitor? Are you at work right now, Aaron? Gotcha. And then after tonight, I'm assuming you're off for a few days? Hey, Mike, guess what day it is? It's the day before Wednesday. Why don't you just run? Hey, why don't you just run those seeds over to my place? Man, there's a lot of money. 42% full on this. There's a lot of money there. Whee! What's that about, Big T Bell? I have no idea what day it is. Oh, you got 2 more nights left. You work Christmas night, Aaron? I understand, Mike. Why does it say every time I go in here? Gotcha. When I worked retail, where in the Sam Hill am I at? I need to be right there. We're going to put part-time in the corner when she gets here. That what we're doing? We're going to put part-time in the corner when she gets here. What interval do you have? What do you mean? What interval do I have set? Oh, and when I was working in the ag industry, we didn't work Christmas at all. Now holiday, I'll tell you what. We'd work a lot of Easters because that's the time, but hold on, guys. Okay. Anyhow, think. You know, Easter, we're right in the heart of spring. Yeah, we worked a lot of Easters. But, you know, as far as Christmas, that was kind of out of our season. Yeah, we was off Christmas. Matter of fact, it wasn't anything to have just 2 people working the week between Christmas and New Year's. That's a big prepay time. You'd have a lot of guys wanting to come in, and they just drop a check for, you know, 50,000, 100,000, whatever they needed, but they needed it on this year for this year's taxes, but they didn't know quite what they were going to use or what they were going to buy for next year. So we did a lot of that. Just the way your schedule falls, if you work holidays or not. Fair enough. For it saving the game. Oh Lord. I'm sitting here trying to catch up with chat, and I'm wrecking. Work tomorrow, and then my job kind of shuts down until the new year. There you go, Philip. Oh, that's going to suck, Aaron. And now I'm going to be real honest. This air drill, it's got 2 hydraulics that fold them wings. I don't think 1 hydraulic would do it. Come on, Bessie. I got too much junk up here. Headlamps first, automatic, 2 around. That's the way we want to go. Get at it, Dad. Get at it. I got to come up here and get some kern planted. Oh, it was Mike. I got owned last night, really, really bad. When I started the stream, I had $1.1 million in the account, and when I ended stream, I was under 700,000, and I can't tell you how much money workers made in between there. I'll bet they made 200,000. So I basically went from, say, 1.3 down to 700,000. Yeah, I lost $600,000. They had two real good wrecks. I had one that I was trucking along, and they hit me with Shrek, and when I come to, I was driving into a river, lost the whole truck. We had another when I come to, I had jumped an overpass, and I'm telling you, the semi was in the air. I need to set my AB line right here. No, 3-1 on, tracks only, okay. And same thing as always, and away we go. I had fun, but I'm going to be honest. I didn't get anything for any of the 3 loads I did last night. Told my daughter night next year, and she wasn't happy. Hey, I understand, Aaron, 100% understand. 86 days till spring. I had 2 drivers that I could hire last night, one at 5.8, one at 5. So I bought both, or I didn't buy. I hired both of them and bought a used truck for both of them, and I bought another shop and put those 2 in that shop, Little Rock, Arkansas. So my money is down there tonight. So I've got to be damn careful, or I'm going to be taking out a loan if I run into problems. Merry Christmas, Jason. Slowing down or not, I'm going to be honest, Mike, when they keep hitting me with them jump scares like they do, I don't stand a chance. Apple Blossom, how are you doing? Welcome in. Now, turning a sharp corner like this, number one, you wouldn't do it a whole lot with a planter, but you would definitely pick that marker up, because this corner right here would tear that marker right off the planter. What's for dinner? Gotcha, Philip. But see, that's BMAC. The rules are I'm not allowed to do that. If I am dead into the throttle, full throttle, I got to leave it dead into the throttle, full throttle. If I am braking, I'm allowed to continue to brake. But I have to continue doing exactly what I was doing the minute the jump scare happened. So I've had them happen where I had just stopped, and they did. It was a total waste. I've had some I got lucky with. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? I just bent it a little. Apple Blossom, why not? Take a day off from cooking and enjoy. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Now I'm hoping I've got enough seed for this field, because then I've only got 2 at the house to do, and that'll be all the corn. And I think there's only 3 fields of beans to do. Oh no, there ain't. There's 4. I forgot about this and across the road. Yeah, there's 4 fields of beans to do. Yeah, BMAC, I've just been doing that to make it fair and what have you. Oh, Whirlwind, you're fine. You beat part-timer Mary here. And Braden made his comment for the beginning of stream. Next time we hear from him will be about 10:30 when he says he's got to go to bed. The last she said anything about it, BMAC, the pain was about gone. She still got some amoxicillin to take. I know she's scared to go see and have it pulled, but we got on her pretty rough in chat last night and said, listen, if you don't get that pulled, you could be setting yourself up for more infection. You could be setting yourself up for worse infection. We kind of got on her about the importance of getting that thing taken out. Whoa. And I do believe she 100% agrees with us, and she knows the importance of it. So I do know she's got a couple of amoxicillin she had to take yet, but I'm not sure how many. Kind of excited I might be able to watch some ATS this evening. We will be doing that at midnight. Yes, it's a wisdom tooth that's it's cracked or has a cavity or has something. It got infected, and she's in a lot of pain. Okay, we're going to start on that other side and work ourselves this way. Oh, good deal, Braden. Hey, Braden, you know what? You know what? Hey. I don't have school for the next 2 weeks either. Guys, I've got somebody ringing a doorbell. Hold on. Guys, I apologize. My wife had to run down to her dad's. That ain't good. There goes my steering wheel. You gotta be shitting me. I got no steering wheel now. Wow. Anyhow, she had somebody show up at the door and rang the doorbell over and over and over and over. She wasn't stopping. This ain't good, guys. I may not have a steering wheel. I can't get it to come on. I was trying to. Well, Dennis said they were growing sideways. That's what they told me, B-Mac, and told me I had to have them out when I was in the military. Told me I didn't have a choice in the matter, and I still have my teeth. Mudslinger, how are you doing? Door. We may have problems. I cannot get it to come back on. There it came on. Okay, I think I got it back now. We're about to find out. Yeah, that. But anyhow, lady brought over some napkins, cloth napkins, I guess my wife's supposed to embroider. And apparently she was hell-bent on ringing that doorbell until somebody answered it. It does if you take the whole wheel off the desk, B-Mac. But, yep, the dogs were, well, you heard them. They were going absolute nuts. Guys, this peach tea actually isn't too bad. It's very refreshing. It's something that I am going to drink faster. And in my grading scale, just like school, A to F, this is actually going to go in the A category, but it's going to be an A minus or an A. A plus means I want to have it here all the time. A means it's here quite often. A minus means I will definitely bring it back in, but it won't be here all the time. This is peach tea, Aaron. It is not bad. Now, I'm going to be honest. You got to like peach. It has a very strong peach side to it. I feel there's more peach than there is tea. They used to have one called Peach Rings, and Peach Rings was an A. This is Peach Rings with that tea side to it. It's not bad. Max, I'll tell you, I don't want to cut them down. I'm still sponsored by them. I got to do the right thing, but next year's contract we're not just going to say, well, we're going to take this year's contract and move over. It ain't going to work that way. It is not going to work that way. There's going to be changes in the contract. You know, I'm going to give them. So, I mean, think about it. Number one, stuff gets very busy at the holidays. So it could take them longer. There could be more orders to get sent out. We know that no matter what shipping, whether it's U.S. Postal Service, UPS, or FedEx, it's going to take longer. We know this. The thing is, and we don't know, did they give the entire warehouse time off here? You know, granted, they need time off too, but you would think that they'd have somebody here if sales are that high. I would really like to know what the weekly sales are at Advanced EG. I mean, I would really, really like to know that. How many tubs do they send out a week around the world? You know, they're putting it in a plastic package. So you simply go to where it's at, you pick it, you put it in a plastic package, seal it, and you print a label out, and it's ready to go. I can't see that it takes a rocket scientist to do that. I wish I had a warehouse here and made an offer on it to take it over and do it myself, to be honest. My shipping is delayed too. Oh, I did, Vix. I did. You know, I didn't think about that. Yeah, they told me that was for a show only. And I'm going to assume that's gone and over with now. But they said, yeah, that he asked, and that was just for a show that they did. And it was a special for those people to show. Well, that's not the truth. You're lying to me. And I'm not happy about the fact you're lying to me about it. And of course, when I went to put it in to prove it would work, I turned around and ordered 2 more tubs. Max, I didn't think about it. I got 2 more tubs coming in. I got a sour grape and I think one of the specialties that they had just come out with. I did ask. They've got a lot of people upset over this apple cider spiced apple. Spiced apple isn't bad. I'm not going to drink 32 ounces at a time, and you have to drink it cold. And I can drink it that way. But, oh, 50 Lions, where we don't have the rock science here anyway. They're all out west or in Texas. Oh, did I tell you guys, and I don't know, I know you lost game sound for 1 second. Can I? I want, no, I didn't want to do that. So we have a place down in Columbus. It's a store. It's called Play It Again Sports. And they sell used sporting goods stuff. You can go in there and you can find weight machines. Hold on here. Bring that camera back on. Do I have puppies? Nope, still none. You can buy exercise equipment, baseball bats, football pads, helmets. You can buy all of this stuff. Well, the one thing that we do buy, or we have bought there in the past, we bought it for Jersey, was we bought used tennis balls. Used tennis balls. And if I remember right, they were where are we at here? Well, I'm not going to worry about showing you a picture. It'd be easy enough to explain. But I think down there, we used to spend like 25 cents a piece on them. And he used to love them. And the way I always did them with him, when I'd come home from work, I'd go out and hell, I'd toss the ball. I'd unhook him because he never went away, but I'd played ball with him. When he got done, he would take the tennis ball and he'd stay 10 foot from you. He'd just sit down with the tennis ball between his legs. That meant he was done. He was tired, ready to call it a day. So that first day I would take the tennis ball with me in the garage, but the day 2, I'd let him keep it. And he'd end up annihilating the tennis ball, which is what these two knuckleheads do too. So I thought, I wouldn't mind. These guys love tennis balls. Why don't I get some used tennis balls? So I went, and before I went to look for Play It Again Sports on the internet, I thought, let's look at eBay real quick. And I don't know if it was listed wrong. I don't know what the deal was, but it was a certain amount of tennis balls for $15. Shipping was included. Free shipping. $15. I currently have 72 tennis balls coming that I spent $15 on. So we have 2 like beds that set on the living room floor. They're for the puppies. And Gibbs doesn't hardly ever use his. He sits in the chair. Ziva does. We're going to get them up so that the whole living room floor is open, and I'm going to open that box, and I'm just going to slowly start and put 72 of them on the floor. And Mama's going to shoot a video to see what happens, because I think they're going to lose their mind. Now, of course, I'm not going to give them 72 at one time. We'll get them all picked up and what have you, and let them have 2. But I can't wait for them to get here. That's going to be so much fun. I have never been on eBay on this PC. So unfortunately, I've got to go to my phone, to bring eBay up to see where they're at. 'Cause I've got a tracking number on them. Save feed, buy again, purchases. 72 tennis balls. It's got to cost $15 to ship the daggone things. It has to be. They're in Perrysburg, Ohio. And I believe FedEx, they got there at 4:09 today. I'll be dead honest, that should be delivered tomorrow. It says it arrives Monday the 22nd to Friday the 26th. Them should be delivered tomorrow is my guess. And then my one order of advanced GG that I foobarred on, Max Soul Lover, I'll let you know. I ordered these on December 16th, and they haven't been shipped yet either. Ordered on December 16th, they have not been shipped. I hope I got enough seed to finish this field. I ordered a cranberry lime, and I don't know. I was just threw 2 cans in there, 2 different cans to so I could prove a point. And so I threw a sour grape in, but then I threw a cranberry lime in, and I don't know that I'm going to like the cranberry lime. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Mine says awaiting details is what mine says. They only sent 1 mixer machine to Eden Prairie. One. I personally prefer eBay over anyone. What do you mean they only sent 1 mixer machine to Eden Prairie? Oh, to make them? They've got to have them made. They've got to have these tubs all made and have so many, you know what I'm saying? You would think that setting on the shelf, come on, forecast, so you know how many of each flavor sells on an average week. So have a reorder point. Let's say if you're used to just pick one flavor, let's say the blood orange, and on an average week they sell 250 of them. So they don't ever want to run out. But there's probably a minimum order from making them too. So it needs to, you know, if they always want to have a 2-week supply on hand, then that means you need to have 500 tubs there at all times. So if the quantity reaches 500, it's time to make another 1,000 tubs, a month's supply. And I mean, it wouldn't be hard to forecast some stuff out. And I would assume a company that size does that. And BMAC, that's what I'm saying. So Advanced GG, I'll give them a lot of credit. They've been very open about the items inside their products. I mean, very open. And they've got some good stuff in there. It's quality ingredients. They're good for you. It's good. But as far as behind the scenes and what happens and what goes on, not so much. We don't know what's going on. And I'm not looking at that saying it's bad. I'm not looking at that saying it's good. I'm just saying we don't know. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to death. I'm going to have to bring a truck down here with some seed just to finish this up here. I don't know. You know, I look in. Now I'm making a lot of assumptions here. So as a rep, you're dealing with the people that you are representing. You're dealing with the company. You're a liaison between the two. I'm sure they have meetings. They're online meetings because my rep is from London. Why they ever put me with someone from London is beyond me. There are times I send a DM to my rep and he is right back with me. He's amazing. There are times I send a DM to my rep and he ignores them. I think he sees it. I think he ignores it because I have asked some tough questions and I don't think they like that. So, you know, I still think it's a good company, but I don't like some of the things that are going on. Like when, you know, I've got all these points built up that I can take money straight off an order. And when I do that, I can't use code Renegade. Now, I don't want an extra 10% off, but this is a sale coming underneath my name. So on things that got sold under my name, I would like to get credit for it. That's all I want. I don't want another 10% off. I just want it under my name. That's where the sale generated from. It don't work that way, apparently. I don't like that at all. You know, I am very upset when I questioned this whole 50% off and was told that was just for a show and you can't use it anymore. And I proved it, you know, you could. That upset me. Maybe my rep asked and that's what he was told. I don't know. If it tracks your code, but you can't use your code if you have other discounts. Exactly, Jedi. So how are we getting? How is anyone tracking our code? Now, the other thing that come up, Jedi. I don't know if you were in here when I read it, but when I questioned, you know, they upped our code for it was for a special that I was doing. And I think they upped me to 30% off. You know, supposedly get 30% off once a year, 20% off 4 times a year, 10% off the rest of the year. So they upped it so that I had 30% off. Anyone that used code Renegade, it was Renegade 30, you get 30% off, everything's good. So at the same exact time this is going on, they come out with a special on their own end of things that offered 40% off. So myself, as well as any other partner that was running their code 30% off at that time, nobody got credit for it. And that was, you know, people are using the 40. So I went and I made the comment, you know, why is the company going and doing this when we're doing this? Well, we've got a calendar here. You know, you need to look at the calendar and it'll tell you if there's any other things going on. I did look at the calendar. When you put out the different programs we could do, there was nothing about this sale in there. And I was told, well, you just need to have the discussion with your community, the importance of using your code so that you get the support from it. Guys, I'm going to be real honest. I'm not going to say here. If I know for a fact, when I found out about the 50% off code, what did I do? I told y'all. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, I'd love it if you used code Renegade and you saved 10% and I got credit for it. But if there's another code out there that's 50% off, hey, money's tight all the way around the world. We ain't going to have enough seed to finish this. We're going to stop right there. But yeah, I wasn't real happy about that. Took a while to get the other program work, but I did. If it doesn't work, is one I sent. Gotcha. I seen it pop in. I thought, oh Lordy, you didn't get me enough with the first one. There's another one. I don't know if y'all remember this. It is our Schwoke green truck. Which reminds me, guys, Schwoke is off work. I think he said for 4 days. Okay, we're going to drop that because we don't need that. We're just going to run this down there. You know, I don't want to come off as I'm doing nothing but complaining, because I do. I think they're a good company. I think they got good things in mind. I have not really. I had a problem a while back with an old rep, and Peter, the CEO, stepped in, and I was impressed, you know, with what they wanted as a company and what wasn't happening. I was very impressed with how he handled it. And I don't know. I think they have good values. They stand for good things. We're on Ray County. This is a highly modified version of Ray County. I don't know, BMAC. We are running RCS on here. This is our first planning, whole new save. So technically on this game save, we're on year 3. We adjusted the money, the animals, everything to where it was in the old save. But we basically starting over. This will be our first planning. Hey guys, don't forget, like Spike, I think is what they always called it. Hit that thumbs up. Really helps the stream, helps the video out. And if you're not a subscriber, it doesn't cost you a penny. Do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. It just helps with the growth of the channel. Magic straps. Magic straps. Let's fix that. There we go. I like this truck. I mean, the lights on it are spot on. I like having the hazards up in the top of the rack. Nice truck. Just it actually says it's a Dodge 5500, so you know it rides like a brick shit house here. Whoa, slow down, Johnny. Probably ought to check with Dad real quick in the other tractor before we get back. It says he's still planting. Well, that was the wrong button. Where is he at? He's trucking right along. Who you calling a slacker? Slacker? I said in I said in Discord, never seen you today. You didn't come in to visit me. Yeah, he's still got a chunk to go. So the plan is right here's everything we got. The mouse, there it is. This is a cornfield we were in. We're going to finish it. This field right here, real long one, goes to corn, and this goes to corn. This one, and this one is beans. I probably, when he gets done here, I ought to pull him out of there and take him over here to get this one done. I may do this one first. I don't know. But we're going to keep, oops, I needed the map. That's how it just saved. It doesn't need to save every time I do that. This is the tractor we want to jump into. I was in there. Jared and JoJo was in there. BMAC was in there. Jedi Horn was in there. Ironheart was in there. We may have figured out why that mod wasn't showing up in ATS in game. I think we figured it out. We'll find out tonight. We'll find out tonight. Mr. Wookie, how's your day been? When you go into my documents, I had it, so I went to my games, then to American Truck Sim, and then to the mod folder and dropped it in there. But when you go into my documents, American Truck Sim's there, not in the folder. And we think it may be pulling from there. So I put the mod over there, but we were just getting ready to go live here, so we couldn't test it. That peach tea is actually going to be a solid A. It's not going to be an A-. Peach tea is probably going to be a flavor that I keep around. That is really good. But you have to really like peach. It's got a strong peach to it. Going to be real interesting to see how these point rows turn out. Hey, Schrock, we were just talking about you. How is vacation treating you? Oh, it was all good. We weren't sure how your little town was going to survive with not being able to get a pizza from you for 4 straight days. Not going to worry about it either, are you? Nope. Hey guys, Dad just finished his field. Haven't had dinner tonight, John. Very relaxing, and let me tell you. Who, me? No. Oh, Brian, you're good. You gonna stop and grab yourself a couple slices of pizza? Get right back at it? 90% of the people in this room, Brian would go, yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Nope, you'll never say that. Never. Only if McDonald's has it. McDonald's used to have pizza. Someone said there's still one location in Florida that still has the McDonald's pizza. I can't believe that they would still allow that. But maybe they do. You know, I thought all these being franchised like they are, they wouldn't allow something like that. Oh, I put that down way too early. Okay, guys, enough. I thought it was in the Orlando area, B-Mac. Oh, yeah, McDonald's used to sell pizza. I haven't heard a doorbell ring. Biggs? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Enough. Enough out of you. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what the hell they're barking at. I'm going to do that triangle field next, because it's going to be a lot more point rows like this. I don't know. I've held off that big field beside the house. I've kind of held off putting corn in it. And the intent this year was to be beans also, but gonna have to put some corn somewhere. And yeah, that's gonna be fun planting. May have to grab some no-do so I can see the big reveal. B-Mac, I pray that it works and pops in. Yeah, to anyone that don't know what happened, I had somebody, and if he says I can say his name, that's fine. But I had somebody send me a skin for the semi that I am currently driving on ATS. And apparently I just go to the shop, pop it on, and there it is. It's ready to go. And the name of the skin, all it says is pizza, pizza. I've got ideas of what this skin is, but I do not know for a fact. I have not seen it. So I have no clue what I'm in for tonight, but we are going to drive a pizza semi all night tonight. No, that don't mean we're running till 6 a.m. I just hope when we do flip over, it does work. I hope by putting the mod in where we put it in, I hope that solved the problem. Hey, Jack, we gotta fold. We ain't going down the road 30 foot wide. Yeah, and this is scary because B-Mac knows what it is and I don't. And I kind of made the comment that now you're saying put it in an SCS file. I was told put it in a mod file. I don't have enough money, Big. I ain't got enough money to do that. I'd go bankrupt. Brandon, how are you doing? Oh, I told him, Wookie, that you knew what it was, and I told him you wouldn't tell me. The new one is an SCS file? But, so, hold on a second. So I just so you guys understand what I'm talking about here. Wow, that's way too big to be on this screen. Let's try that one more time. Holy crap. Okay, so this is I'm going right into my documents at that level. I have an ATS file right here. If I go into my games, I got an ATS file right here. What? And Jared's the one that sent it to me, Frank, and it was not showing up. I went into this one and into mod, and here's the one he sent. The one I made here, we can get rid of that. So here's the one he sent, and then we unzipped it, and it will not show up in game in here. So what we did was BMAC found online that under my documents, you have an American Truck Simulator there. And when you open it up, right there it is there. That's what it says to do here. Me in game, big. A lot of stuff happened last night. I'm playing Farm Sim Batman, but I got some questions here. So let me bounce in here and let me download that. And under downloads, right here it is. I can cut it out of here. Documents. We're going to go to this one. We're going to go to mod and we're going to paste it. Right there it is. That'll definitely work. And I'm going to do I'm going to copy it out of here so that no matter which one opens up, let's come down here to My Games, American Truck Simulator, mod, and we're going to put it in here also. It's in both of them, guys. It should work just fine now. It should work just fine, no matter where it's at. That was, Jared, that was the brand new one you popped in there. Okay, now, Demonic, you said where I am now is where you put your mods. I don't know where I was at that point. Inside there, Wookie, was 6 files. I might be doubling up files, but BMAC, the thing is, I don't know which one the game is pulling from, so now we know it should work. So you put yours in the one outside of My Games, and that is where BMAC said it should go. Got you, Batman. It should work now. We should be good to go now. Because Jared has always sent them as an SCS file, and that program wasn't working and letting him do it, and he fiddled with it for an hour, and he got it to work, and that's the one you just saw me download. So we do have it as an SCS file now. It should work just fine. We shouldn't have any problems. Or ethanol plant. But I don't know why it's in there. I didn't put that stuff there. Computer did. Yeah, I didn't put anything in there. The computer did that. Hey, Mary, I don't mean to be mean, but chat took a vote before you got here, and they decided that since you were a part-timer tonight, you had to spend the first 5 minutes of chat in the corner. And John didn't John didn't initiate this one. He said you were a part-timer and you should spend five minutes in the corner. Would I have to change all my mods? I'm busy anyways, out shopping. Holy crap. That's all you do anymore, shop. To the corner with ye, woman. For Whirlwind Hunter. Mary, what you shopping for now? Mary, I went through Taco Bell today, and I got the steak and poblano quesadilla. It's not like a quesadilla. It's more like a burrito. And they had dippable burritos, 2 small burritos. And I chose the creamy garlic sauce to dip them in. And that's what I tried. Not bad. She's shopping for a new corner. A Woogie gonna send her. Couple things for Christmas dinner. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Demonic. I didn't put any of that stuff in when I put a game in. That's where it put them. I could be bribed with Timmy's to let you out of the corner early. It was yesterday's part-timer me. Now you know, Mary. Big T Bell put you in the corner. I figured Mary would come right in raising Cain and throw John straight to corner. Poor old John didn't do a thing. BMAC, I don't know. It may have. Did he release another update on it? Batman, he on his Facebook page, I thought he said he had released an initial fix for everything. But I think maybe there was still some errors with some soil maps, and he was going to work on them. Is that what just hit itch? Is that update there? I'll be honest. We're not going to run row crop on that and that. We can't do it. We absolutely cannot do it. Because we went in and saved, there's a whole bunch of stuff inside that map file on ours that has been changed so that the anhydrous works properly. Yeah, the RCS version, I think, has some issues with the soil maps fix, and that's what MRG was saying on Facebook he was going to fix. In all honesty, Mary, it's not. Yes, I use Steam for ATS. I'm missing one there. Ed, how are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, so MRG did get that fixed. He said he was having a heck of a headache with it because it was something he had never had to fight with before, with Farm Sim and this whole RCS, Farm Sim 25 engine, all of that stuff. So if it is fixed, I mean, yeah, we could go in and start a brand new save. It wouldn't take us nothing to buy the ground. I mean, we just finished harvest. That would be an easy fix. The pain in the butt part would be getting the anhydrous working right again. So Vix, it sounds to me like you are not going to need a whole new save. Mary, I don't know. I don't know that she was running the RCS version. RCS, Mary, is actually very easy. You have to, when you buy any in-game planner, you simply click yes for automatic row shutoff. That's all there is to it. Nothing else special. I'm running it right here, and I've got an in-game planner, and we will get done planting here tonight, and it will be very interesting to see what the crop looks like when it comes up. I am actually very excited about that. Cowboy Mike's welcome in. Mary's shopping right now, John. Hey, Faber. Josh. What'd you miss? I had somebody offer to bring me Jimmy John's and guaranteed they'd get it to me and not eat it. Maybe you should be on a different street, Mary. What do you think of it so far, Christopher? Hey, Cowboy Mike's. It's only the 23rd. Merry Eve of Christmas Eve. Yeah, I know. I've said Merry Christmas many times today. I'm messing with you. Maybe the 24th there. It's only the 23rd here. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna turn this on. 3 and 1. Okay. I ain't got a favorite goat. Coburn, how are you doing? Yeah, Batman, we're way behind. I've already had 3 eggnogs. You know, hey, Batman, no joke. When I was at the grocery today, I looked for eggnog. Didn't have any. It's kind of clunky. Well, define clunky, Christopher. Define clunky for me. Had a good day selling phones and internet. You sold the internet? Who bought it now, Coburn? Who bought the internet now? Well, Mary, are you just sitting in your car? Why aren't you inside shopping? Why are you sitting outside, sitting in your car? Sold all of it. Somebody had a few dollars. So, Coburn, I need to know now when I write my next check for the internet bill, who am I writing it to? Who bought the internet today? Do y'all guys hear that? Coburn sold the damned internet today. You embarrassed her in the last store, Mary. She don't want you in this one. Seems like it's off to me. Not as good as Frank. Okay. Guess he's sponging off the neighbor's Wi-Fi. We kind of beaked off at each other. Fair enough. So I'm having a timeout in the car. Okay, Jared, I know you're still listening. The peach tea, as it starts to get warmer, it's not bad, but it's not as good. It's a lot better cold. So we're going to try to slam this one real quick because it is starting to get warmer setting here. We're going to try to slam it here real quick. You want to drink it cold. Peach iced tea, advanced EG. Cold, it's really good, Mary. Exactly. Exactly on that also, Demonic. They have this in here is peach tea. So Josh, in all honesty, very strong peach taste to this one. Very strong peach taste. You have to like peach to do this one. But it's very good. Mary, I almost think, I don't know if that code still works or not, but there's a code floating around out there. There's a code floating around out there that is a very good code. Get you 50% off. And please, guys, don't anyone list that code in chat. I don't want to take a chance on. I got to promote that code right there. But I'm going to be real honest with you. If I do know that other one's out there, I'll let you know. Yeah, I can't talk about that in chat. I've got things I know I can say and things I can't say, and I can't get forced into saying something I'm not supposed to say and get myself in trouble. Because in my eyes, as of right now, I have upheld everything that I have been asked to do in that contract. They have not. So if this was to get nasty, I got a leg to stand on. I'm going to be prepared. I don't want it to be. I want everything to go smooth, and I want them I want some changes in the contract for next year. And they may not like the changes, but I want some changes in the contract. And I'm not asking for anything more. You want me to be honest? I'm willing to give up 10% of my side. I got no problem with that. No problem with that at all. But I have some things I do want that I think should be right. And it not just me, for every person out there that they represent. Hey, Cody, how are you doing? I'm going to fight the good fight. I hope it's a good fight. Today is our last day under 32. I did buy some pop for Christmas. Our Christmas is Sunday, up at my daughter's. And I did buy some pop. It was on sale at Kroger in Findlay, which is 20 mile north. I was in Kenton, which is 20 miles south. The price difference was like $3. For $3, I'm not driving another 40 mile and going into another store. I spent the $3 extra, but I was told to get 2 12-packs of Mountain Dew, which a 12-pack was like $8.80 something, and a case was $12.20 something. Yeah, we bought a case of Mountain Dew. But they also wanted a 12-pack of Pepsi, a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, and a 12-pack of Sprite. Mary, you shouldn't have picked a fight. Braden, what the hell are you talking about? He's drinking again, Mary. He's drunk. He's sitting over there in the corner, got vodka in one hand and a green crayon in the other, eating it. Going to be a bad night for Bales, Mary. It's okay. John's over there with him. I don't know why he keeps pouring more vodka in that young man's glass. I don't think Wookie's scared, Mary. I don't think Wookie's scared at all. You're going to lose game sound for 1 second. I had something that I was 100% supposed to check. I want to make sure I don't run off the end of the map. Hey, John, Mary's kind of like already in the corner right now. Leave Mary alone. She fought her way out of it. That's a fact, isn't it, Cody? Nothing in that one. Ooh, Dad's down to 10% seed. We're going to have to get him seed here in a minute. No, it don't make it clear, and we're gonna have a bad fight on this one. Damn it! Guys, it looks like I'm gonna be fighting insurance. They're gonna total the trailer out. So I hit a father-in-law. There was some trees that he moved right behind the snowmobile trailer, and he said, "Hey, I got all them picked up." So I went ahead to back it in its spot. Did this a few years ago, and no, he didn't move them. And a branch hit the door, and it put a hole in the aluminum that big around. You could not fit a 2-liter bottle in it. It's small. So they're saying in the total that damage on the trailer should have been repaired, and they're not going to pay for that. And they're trying to say it needs a whole new back door. They're trying to say it's a $3,000 error. I can go have that fixed for $1,000 or $100. $100, I can fix that 100%. I'm not doing 3,000. I don't care. Nationwide, not happening. You're not playing this game on me. Not playing this game on me. Yeah, I'm ticked off now. They are not on my side here. They're trying to put the screw into me. They gave me a fair dollar amount for the replacement of the trailer. I think the buyback is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How the F is spending $50 to get 10 back? An exciting thing. I'm asking for myself here because it was offered to one of my Wookie. What are you talking about? Huh? I'm lost. Yeah, Nationwide is not on my side on this one. Yes, Mary. And we're going to have a special skin on our truck. And all I can tell you, I have not seen the skin, but I know the name of the skin is Pizza Pizza. I think I'm in trouble. We're going to be driving a special truck tonight. I think I'm in trouble. Gotcha. You sent me an email. Spend $50, get $10 back. Am I supposed to be excited? Well, if you're spending $50 and getting $50 worth of merchandise, I mean, they're basically giving you 20% off. But if you're spending $50 on stuff you don't need, no, that don't make a lot of sense to me, Wookie. We're going to get turned around here, and then we're going to have to go get a seed truck and get it out to Father. Yeah, he's clear back here. Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? I wished I'd have caught him before he was clear at the back of the daggone field. Braden, you too good to go down and throw some peanut butter on bread and have a peanut butter sandwich? Yeah, I'd have rather caught him at the front of this field rather than clear back here in the back. Tell him, B-Mac. Is that the RCR 4750? Is what? The tractor, Wookie? No, this is an 8410. Yeah, I won't run them there because they've got a 3-point hitch on the front. We don't have a lot of that over here. Yeah, I'm newer than that series, based on the time frame I'm in. I got an 8400 would be the oldest tractor I got on this farm. Okay, you guys know what this means. We got to load this in a special way. Apparently, we got to come up here and start the damn truck first. Try this again. We need to put a daggone ramp down here so that I can load and unload. We're about out of fuel here. Hello again, Ed. I want to make sure he decides to actually to work here. Well, we're going to see what he does. Got you, Mary. Got you, Bix. Got you, Philip. Where is father at? Yeah, he clear back in the damn back corner. May have to go check on him and see what he's doing. Streaming. Demonic. We're going to have to relieve Dad to do this real quick and then put him in the next field because he's unable to start once he stopped. You look at the speed that the tractor is actually going forward versus the speed the wheels are turning, there is significant wheel spin there. Which is pretty accurate for a 40-foot air drill on an 8410. You would definitely have some slippage there. Says we got rain coming in. When is the rain coming in? Looks like it's coming in about 6 o'clock. Okay, we should be okay. Love to have everything done before the rain comes in. Yeah, you always have that when you're in the field working, no matter what you're doing, tillage, planting, anything. You definitely have some. I mean, that's an in real life thing. We were doing real good, Cobra, until I just actually read the email from insurance on the snowmobile trailer, and I'm about half bent right now. I'm debating how I'm going to reply to that. They're wanting to take money off because there was a small hole in the very back door on the outside in the aluminum. You know, I'm talking this big. And they're wanting to take money off. Well, what they're wanting to do is they get a quote on it, and they are going to replace the entire door, and they want to take that off. No, I don't think that's going to fly. That's like saying, you know what? I had some spark plugs go bad in my motor, so I'm just going to get a whole new motor. No, that's dumb. That's stupid. I can go, I guarantee, I said 100. I guarantee you for 250. So I'm on the high end here. I can have that thing patched and you'd never know it was even there for that little bit of money. And you're wanting to charge me $3,200 for it? I don't think so. Not happening. Yeah, I'm not happy. They want to replace the entire door. Entire door. That's the entire width of the damn trailer. Yeah, not going to happen. I'm livid right now. They did offer me a fair price on the trailer to replace it. They're wanting me to buy it back for $2,700. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. It ought to be $1,000 buyback is what it ought to be. Oh, I couldn't do it because that's aluminum, but aluminum welder could weld a patch right on there and then clean it up. And I don't even think you'd know it was there. You know, I don't think you'd know it was there. It 100%, it 100% isn't what they're saying it is. No, and Braden, I'm going to disagree. There are a lot of things that in the insurance industry that are a scam, but not everything is a scam. It's not a total scam. If I had zero insurance right now and had a heart attack, what would I do? I'd lose everything. That's what I'd do. So no, it's not a total scam. And no offense, Braden, but at your age, you haven't been around insurance enough to know, truthfully. I was wondering why that wasn't going up. You truthfully haven't been around insurance long enough to you know what I'm saying. No, I do. I think a lot of things in insurance is a scam. I agree with that. But to say it's a total scam, everything's a scam, I disagree with that. You know, I got a farmer that's a multi-millionaire and he don't have insurance on anything other than his helicopter and his cars. And that's because it's required by law. And he said if it wasn't required by law, he wouldn't have it on that. He's got a $2.5 million house right down on the water, right down on the ocean in North Carolina. I don't know the exact town. Has no insurance on it. None. He's got a potato chip factory in Ada. I have no clue how many million he had in that. No insurance on it. You know? But he's got enough money that if that house in North Carolina was to burn down, he'd pay to have it demolished, removed, and have a new one put up. He's got that kind of money to do that. Me and Mama don't. Our house burns down, we're screwed. Yeah, that's what I was getting at right there, B-Mac. But in the end, insurance is making money or they wouldn't be selling the insurance. That's a fact too. But I'm just going to reply and say, yeah, this isn't, you know, I want them to understand, you know, you're trying to take a little hole and replace the entire door, and it doesn't need that to fix it. That's not what's required to fix what is there. You know, it's the same concept of having, and I don't know that spark plugs is the thing. Maybe you have a piston go out of a motor, so we're just going to get a whole new motor. When all you really have to do is get a piston for the damn thing. That's all you really got to do. And I want to kind of bring that analogy up, and I want to let them know, listen, it's going to cost me about $250 maximum to have that fixed. Yeah, I'll go get my own quote. For $250, they can fix that, whatever it is. If he says $150, if he says $400, this is the quote I've got to fix what's here, not the BS number you gave me. That's what I want to do. I don't mean like medical insurance because it's very helpful things like car insurance and to No, I agree, and I'll be honest. I would venture to say, depending on how this goes, if they go down the route they're going, and I unfortunately have to get a lawyer to try to get what's right, then yep, we're gonna be fighting. Gotcha, Dazzle. But B-Mac, I don't know. Is that good? Is that bad? How many miles? There's so much that goes into that. How many miles was on the car? What condition the car was in? I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't rusted out and junk. How old was it? You know, had you had it for 5 years? Had you had it for 5 months? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that comes into play on that one. I would not bicker about buying it back for $2,700. I would not bicker about the amount that they offered me for the trailer, but I am gonna bicker on this door because this is total bull crap. It's just a way for them to get out of paying a little extra money. I'm going to put a dollar amount down and say this is where I'm at. You know, based on you offered me this, your figures. You said this is the price to buy it back. Your figures, but I disagree 100% with your figures that you come up with to fix a small hole that the trailer's had for 4 or 5 years. Does not affect anything other than it doesn't look the greatest. What I should have done is I should have just come out and said, well, no, there was in that whole windstorm, it kicked a branch out and ripped that hole in it, is what I should have done. But I'm not going to lie to them. I'm being honest. I'm trying to tell the truth here. And yeah, they're being shady with this. It's just a way to get out of paying a little extra money. That's all it is. It's bullcrap. And I've had this policy since 2009. 2009, I've never had one claim. Never had one claim. No trailer got wrecked at all, Lane. Wind peeled a third of my snowmobile trailer wall off. They gave you that and they let you keep it, B-Mac. Yeah, see, me, I don't think that's a bad deal. Me. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. But they're telling me that little hole, I'm gonna need to. They're not going to pay for that, and they're going to say it was $3,200. I should say, well, you know, I could have turned it in as a claim when it happened 4 years ago, but I didn't because it didn't affect the use of the trailer at all. It's all true. I'm not lying. I am not lying. I could have turned that in, and I didn't because it wasn't a big deal. So if I didn't feel it was a big deal and I'm the guy that owns a trailer, the only reason you think it's a big deal is because it's a way for you to get out of paying some money that should be paid. We're definitely going to have to fill the planter up before we do that last field. We ain't going to have enough seed. I believe I got the truck up at the house. Got one field of corn to go when I get done here, and got one the field of beans I'm in, and then one more field of beans, and then everything's planted. And guys, I'm really excited to bounce forward and see what this stuff looks like coming out of the ground. I'm very excited. We won't have to spray any weeds this year because if you remember right, we did turn around and we plowed every acre getting stuff ready to go again. So we won't have any of that going on. One field to go. 30-foot Legend, all aluminum, enclosed. So if you're looking at the map there, field, it's really weird. 25, 26, that's just north of the house. That one there goes to corn. You can see Dad over in 27 behind the house, but we have not planted 23, 24 yet. That goes to beans, and 27 goes to beans. So basically all the greens, corn, all the oranges, beans. You know, my policy with them started in 09. That's when I bought the snowmobile. The trailer got added in 2011 because that's a 2011 Legend. So I could not have had insurance on the trailer in 09. It'd have been 11. That is when, like I said, it's a 2011 trailer and we got it new. We don't have any snow. We don't have any snow. There's nothing wrong with the snowmobile. Snowmobile's not even in the trailer right now, Lane. No, the trailers used to haul the snowmobiles up north, and when it's not being hauled up north, it's kept in a climate controlled shed. Not mine, a buddy's. And the trailer moves over to Mama having her embroidery stuff in it. Kind of sled you got? I'm as ready as I can be. I really don't have a whole lot that I got to do for Christmas. That's a nice sled. Yeah, I've got a 2009 and 2010 Ski-Doo Renegade 4-stroke, 1200 cc 4-strokes. Guys, here in a second, I'm going to have you, well, number one, we do. I'm going to have you ride with Dad here in a second, because the two knuckleheads behind me, they haven't had dinner yet. They went outside. One of them did both jobs and the other one didn't, but they have not had dinner yet. So I need to get them dinner. No, not at all. Batman, how do you think we get her stuff from point A to point B? So when she goes and does a show, it's not a snowmobile trailer. It is a Legend trailer. It can be used to haul anything. So when we take that thing, and she did a show down at the fairgrounds, she did the county fair, she did Harvest and Herb Festival. I mean, that's just 3 of them here this fall. And we use that trailer to get from point A to point B. It isn't the stuff, the policy actually covers the stuff inside the trailer also, but there was no damage to any of that. Nothing was turned in. It was simply to the outside of the trailer. Well, will it electric start, I'm assuming, Lane? So when you turn it, what goes on? Does it actually turn over and just not fire? Pull start? So in all honesty, fuel, fire, and air. That's the only three things it takes for that snowmobile motor to run. Fuel, fire, and air. So start off number 1. Take your spark plugs and pop them out. Put your spark plug caps back on and set them on the head and turn it over. Does it have fire? I mean, that's a quick yes or no. You can rule it out, or you know, you may find out you got a safety switch that's stopping your fire. It turned over, but it won't fire. But tried new plugs and still went wrong. It's not seized. No. I'm not saying seized, but let's roll out fuel first. So on the whole fuel side, fire. So on that fire side, what I want you to do is take the plugs, take them out of the boots and then out of the engine, and then put them back in the boots and just set it on top so you can see the bottom of the plug and pull it over. And when you do that, do they fire? Do you have a good spark? If you have a good spark and everything's good, you got fire. So your next thing, air is generally not a problem. Your next thing is going to be fuel. So my first question is going to be, did you run it out of fuel? I'm assuming that is fuel injected and not carbureted. Did you run it out of fuel? In the tank of them sleds right there, there is a filter in there that if you run it out of fuel, it can suck itself in and it's done. You know, another thing I've heard on multiple kinds of sleds, your actual pickup in the tank came off. It actually came off. Oh, trust me, Batman, I know they're going to try to fight me on anything and everything they can. I understand that. But if they do want to claim this hole in the back, I have no, if it was such a big deal, it was insured when it happened. And why didn't I turn it in then? I didn't turn it in then because it was not a big deal. It didn't hurt the performance or anything to do with that trailer by any means. There was no issues with that at all. So there still is not an issue with that. I mean, they're playing stupid on me right now is what they're doing. But there is nothing in the policy that says that trailer has to be used for power sports hauling only. The policy is for a trailer. And be it's on the road and something happens, or it's in the driveway and something happens, it is covered. It was in the driveway, wind ripped that side off of it. End of story. As far as that goes, they ain't got a leg to stand on. You know, and I'll be honest. I want to let them know I am willing to get a lawyer on this one. I'm going to put a dollar amount down. I'm going to use their numbers on what they said the trailer's worth. Because you want me to be honest, it's about $400 higher than what I thought it would be. So I'm fine with that. Now, their buyback, yeah, it's $1,700 higher than I thought it should be. Because I've had to buy stuff back in the past. But I'm probably going to take their buyback and I'm going to try to shave $700 off of it. I'll give you $2,000 to buy it back. You know, that would be where I'm interested at. As I come up with my end figure. So I'm going to take an original number. I'm going to take 2,000 off of it for the buyback, and then the repair on the back, since they feel it needs to be repaired. I'm willing to $250. I'll get my own quote, and I'm sure it's going to be at least $250 or less. So I'm going to submit that quote to them to repair the damage on the trailer that they said was pre-existing. Yeah, it was pre-existing on a policy that they were supposed to be covering. So maybe I should have turned it in clear back then, but I didn't, because it didn't affect anything. It didn't hurt anything. I was trying. I apparently hit the wrong button there. But I don't think they have a leg to stand on. And I think they're just throwing numbers out, hoping that I bite at them. And the problem is, I'm not just going to roll over and bite at them. I'm not asking to take advantage of them, but by God, I don't want them taking advantage of me either. Yeah, that could be your problem right there, Lane. Well, if you didn't have sparks, so now you need to go through. You got a safety or something not right, and it could be as simple as a key switch. Now you're going to pay some money. How am I always negative? I try to be very, very positive here, Brian. Hey guys, give me. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna feed him real quick. It won't take me long. And if Mama's here, I'm gonna let her know that them things come in while she was gone. But I'm guessing just like 2 or 3 minutes. But we'll put you in a tractor here with Dad while I'm going. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I hope Dad gave you a good trip. We'll get back to planting corn here in a second. Mommy is home. I did let her know about the lady dropping that stuff off. I updated her very briefly on the trailer deal. I have no clue what Dad's doing out here in the middle of the field. I mean, I guess I can fix anything that happens here. Oh, so Brian, I'll be honest. No, I'm not blaming for anything, bud. I do my best to try to bring positivity, and it was truthfully my fault for even opening an email that there could affect my mood, my what have you, while I was live. I will 100% take the blame. Have I been super positive about Nationwide and what they're doing here? Not at all. Not at all. But I haven't absolutely slammed them or anything like that. I'm not happy with what's going on, and it ain't hard to see by any means. So I can't argue that at all. But you understand what I'm saying. I kind of feel like I'm getting screwed here, is what I feel like. And what I should have done professionally is just kept my mouth shut. What I should have done is never opened that email up, but it hit me. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to look at an email, and I never should have touched it. That's all on me. 100% on me. You know, as Batman said, hey, he's just a grumpy old man, you know. I'm not real sure why he started there and doing it that way. Exactly, Mary. Exactly. You know, I'm human, just like everybody in here. But no, I don't know what was said when I was, you know. Oh, you always negotiate. Hey. So we start off right there. You got to read what you wrote. Brian, 100%. That was my fault. I thought you wrote you always negative, and it did. It made me think, and I thought I am negative right now. So I was agreeing with you. That's why you always negotiate. You got to read. You kiss my butt, Jedi. Okay, let's go plant some kern. Yeah, Brian, I misread what you said. You know, there again, I'm human. Let's get the right marker out. Holy crap. But I do. And hey, you know what? In all honesty, I'm liable to talk to them and tell my side of this, and they'll say, okay, we understand that. How about this? It could. It 100% could. Yep. No, I'm an alien. Shy Guy, I'm not an alien. Yeah, well, I'm going to be honest, Schwoke. I will get a lawyer. May have to talk to Dad to get the money, but I will get a lawyer. Mama's mad and ain't at me at once. Brian Thomas is Shy Guy. In Batman's case, now granted, Schwoke, an entire different country and everything, but in Batman's case, the judge in 20 minutes Said the insurance had to pay everything on the claim as well as court costs. Paid everything. Court costs, lawyer fees, paid everything. So, oh, there went the mic. Yep, I need to just express my side and say, hey, listen, you know, you're wanting to do this, and that's not fair at all. I could have turned it in as a claim when it happened, and I didn't, because it was not a big issue. It did not affect the performance or how the trailer acted or anything like that. I could have turned that in as a claim, not a problem. But you know, I can't sit here and just let them screw me over. I won't let them do that. You know? I am so excited to roll this forward to next month and see what the crops look like. No, I understand, Schwoke, and I understand it could go either way. You know, I want to point out that I'm not trying to take advantage of anyone. I want a fair settlement. That's what I'm after. You know, if I truly thought it was this big of a deal when it happened, I think 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I would have filed a claim and I would have turned it in then. But it doesn't need a whole new door. It's like saying a piston went out of a motor, so we're just going to replace the whole motor. That's not what it needs. They are taking the absolute most expensive way out of, or a way of repairing it. I'll tell you what, if I was to turn it in as a claim, they wouldn't put a whole new door on it. They would ask for, they would get a quote on it to have a patch put on it, and they would fix it that way. They wouldn't fix it by putting a whole new door on it. Trailer was brand new in 2011. And I have been doing some shopping online to purchase a 2011 Legend 30-foot aluminum trailer. The price that it would cost me to get one is right in the ballpark what they're offering me. So they're offering me a fair amount. I think the buyback on it's a little bit on the high side, but that's an opinion. So I'm not going to fight that one.
Hope this wasn't a winner.
No, it wasn't a winner. But even 15 years old, Schwoke, start looking at it. It's to go online and buy one, to try to find one somewhere, you're looking at $8,500 to $9,000. It's $20,000 brand new. And that's without the options I've put on it. I've added an electric hitch to it. I've put LED lighting clear through the entire inside. It did come. It was ordered with the aftermarket upgraded tires, the aftermarket upgraded diamond plate in the front, and the aftermarket upgraded springs on the doors. It does have it's got electric brakes on both axles. You know, hindsight's 2020. That's batting 50-50 with one eye. Smart ass. But you know, that's why I'm saying I'm not disputing what they want to offer me for the trailer. My opinion is they are wanting a bit much for the buyback, but I'll go into that. I won't argue that. I want to argue what they want to charge me to repair the hole in the back of the trailer. That's absolutely asinine. That's not a $3,200 repair. It's a $250 repair. Tops. Yeah, I don't know, John. You know, it's I'll be honest, guys, I want to drop it and let it go, but it is so much on my mind right now. you know, this is going to hit me hard for a day or two. Merry Christmas. That's what I want to do. I want to get an estimate to have that hole patched and made back like this, and say, here you are. And that's how I think I want to. I'll put it this way: I'm not going to send any sort of hot-headed response to anyone. I'm going to think this through. I'm going to talk to Mama about it and get an idea of what the response should be. And then at that point, I'm pretty sure it's going to be, listen, I'm going to get an estimate on it, because the estimate you've got is absolute asinine. If I turned that in, if I would have filed that as a claim 4 or 5 years ago, that's not how you would have fixed it. Not at all. Well, but you don't understand, Schwoke. Lauren and Nolan out here. Nolan's an amazing. Nolan will weld 2 pop cans together, and I'm dead serious. I actually had it out there a while back. We stored it in their barn at one point. We had it in there. I don't remember why we did it. I don't know why it left the house, but I asked him how much he would charge me to fix it, and at that time he told me $150. You know, now granted, aluminum has went up now in price, so it's going to be higher. I'm not talking about cutting a patch and taking that patch and riveting it in. I'm actually talking about cutting a patch and welding it right into it, and then smoothing it all off. So what he was saying, and he told me $150 at that point. But he does run. He's got his own license and all that outside. He does his own stuff. We've got a couple of places down here that runs roll-offs and stuff like that, and they do all the repairs on them. You know, now his main job is he works at the tank plant in Lima as a welder. But yeah, Mary, your tooth, that's a whole different ball game. You get in an infection and it's that close to the brain. Shy Guy's right. That thing can sneak right in your brain and you can die. It's a whole different animal. Oh, I know he was giving me a deal, but that's what he would charge me to do it in any way, B-Mac. Trust me, he was giving me a hell of a deal. He may have charged somebody else $500 to do it. But I mean, my point is, that's $500 compared to $3,200. Any tooth infection, Vix, in my opinion. Just my opinion, though. I have an uncle that lived in Minnesota, and I know he ended up they thought he was going to pass away, but he had an infection that got up and into his brain. And the problem is, Mary, I don't remember. I don't think that was a tooth. I think he had an infection that got into his jaw. Okay, Mama just said cellulitis. Apparently Austin had something very similar to it also. I remember Uncle Barry going through his. I can remember, the whole reason I remember Uncle Barry so much is because I know when Grandpa showed up there, Grandpa made the comment, okay, your dad's here, it's time to get better. I'll never forget that. You know, and I heard that from my dad. But anyhow, cellulitis is what it was. It was an actual, that had nothing to do with teeth, but it was so close there to your brain that it went up and it can, you know, same thing with a tooth not taken care of. Yep. January. Hey, Mary, you've let so many of us in here know January 5th's the date. I'm just being honest with you. January 5th, everybody in here going to be on you like stink on shit to make sure you've got it taken care of. You know, and they're nobody's doing it to run on you. They're doing it because they've got to know you well and they care for you. You know, same thing that would happen when Vic's when he was down pretty bad here a couple weeks ago. So many people was in and checking and everything on him. You know. Yeah, and look at that, Mary. When Batman says he likes you, you done something right. Batman don't like nobody. Batman's going, hey, man, really? Exactly, Big T-Bell. This is going to be really weird is setting this right here. Tracks, 3, 1, okay. I don't remember that, Mary. I said I didn't want to start on this side of the field because I didn't want to end on the other side. I mean, I've seen a lot of clips of folks at the dentist who you know, when they get out and they're still under the anesthesia, and there have been some really funny ones. I can remember my daughter went in, and I don't remember how many teeth. She had quite a few teeth pulled, 6, something like that. And I think I was sitting in the car because I think Austin was in the car, and Mama was in there with her. And she come on out to the car when she was done, and Mama was taking care of stuff inside, and she got in the car, and I kind of looked at her. My God, she had blood down her shirt. She had a rag, had blood all over it, and I can remember looking at her and going, I really hope he looks worse than you did. And she started to laugh, and that hurt her, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to do that by any means. But, yeah, I remember that well. But, you know, she did. She had like 6 teeth pulled. And I've never had that happen. But it got her pretty good. And she handled it like a trooper. Double bacon deluxe lunch. Yeah. Jedi. Mary, you need to put Jedi in a damn corner. Yeah, and she wasn't very old when that happened, B-Mac. Okay, I know it's going to save, but I got a hot minute here. I want to see what it says Dad has planted in that field. Says he's just down to that right there. So what you see right here is all we got left to plant, guys. I'm going to the corner. Food coma is going to be a thing tonight. I'm doing good right now. And I picked it up. Hey, Demonic, I did get caught up on Gold Rush. Mama and I are 100% caught up. Yep, I'm finally caught up. I'll check here in a second, Mary. I was checking my tabs on the laptop real quick while I had a hot minute of, man, I'm on this hot minute kick. It's like I take a minute and throw it in the microwave. Do we have puppies? Oops. Holy crap. Nope, no puppies. Got a half-eaten tennis ball. It's got to be fixed. We're going to buy it back, John, is the plan, but it's got to be fixed. But if you don't mind, bud, let's move on from that, please. Kind of forgot, but due to the other stuff going on, you don't do spicy. Remember who? Me? Who doesn't do spicy? No puppies. Must be excited about mama. So could be. Hot minute needs to be followed by a cool minute. Not really. Somebody said in here the other day, and I don't remember what the recipe was. I think it was Cool Whip and Fruity Pebbles. Is that what it was? Cool Whip and Fruity Pebbles? Only one behind? It's a decent one, Demonic. I won't say more than that. Hey, I did go last night between the two streams. I took a hot beef and a regular beef and did it that way. And I'm going to be dead honest. That was about perfect. It still had, it had some spice to it, but it wasn't overboard. It had a lot of good flavor to it. For being ramen, they were very, very good. Going to watch it now. So I'm going to be honest. The whole Fruity Pebble Cool Whip thing, I think I'd love to try it. But here's the thing, guys. As of right now, technically I should be taking my Ozempic shot tomorrow, and I don't have one. I'm out, 100% out. And I'm not taking it on the weight loss reasons, anything like that. I am taking it for lowering my A1C, and it has been doing a marvelous job. They are working on it up there. They said they don't even have any free samples to give out. They said mine was shipped. The lady I talked to the other day said, yeah, mine had been shipped, and they would let me know as soon as it was there. Well, the problem is when I called 3 weeks ago, no, 4 weeks ago, I was told then that it had been shipped, and it still ain't showed up yet. So there's more going on than what I know. Mama just got hers yesterday. These are like the cup of noodle ones, Vicks, but they're ramen. And what you're supposed to do is put, fill it to the line with boiling water, let it set 4 minutes, and then eat it. What I do is fill it with regular water to the line and then squeeze the whole thing out into my bowl. And I'll do 2 of them because they are a little bit smaller. And then I throw it in the microwave for 4 minutes and 44 seconds, and I'm good to go. Had a problem with it coming in, Apple Blossom? On the floor, Jedi. All right, there's something definitely going on. Now, hey, Apple Blossom, I got to be honest on mine, and we're gonna jump over to Dad here real quick. On mine, I am part of a program through Ozempic that they take care of everything. I'm on a program through their company. I knew there was a spot back here. I seen it. He really jacked up. You can't get all this beautiful in a phone, Braden. Try again. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. I guys, I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna run this right across this end of the field instead of taking the whole road clear out and around. Hell, I'm going right up here. Oh, that's right. You are in the corner, aren't you? You are in the corner. I forgot about that. I love hearing the air kick on in this thing. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to shut this back off. I thought I had it off before. And 38%. Let's see how far Dad can go. I joined 17 and 18. I got to find 17 and 18. No, I left them together because I like the pond there. So I left the lane between 17 and 18 back to the pond. I never touched the width of it so we can drive back to the pond. But between 17 and 18 in the back, from the pond on back, I did make 17 bigger and kind of took that lane away, is what I did, B-Mac. See, Dad's not going to have enough seed to finish that field. I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm going to have to take him some seed down there, but I'd like to... I'm hoping he's got enough seed to let me finish this field. Can you see the planter boxes popping up and down as we're running? That's pretty awesome. They just kicked the door in, Mary. The bad boys are at the house. Freeze! No, we no run the Cookie Monster. Okay, this is going to be on the warm side. Remember, I was going to smoke this off a minute ago. It's not bad warm, but better cold. What do you want? Did you like dinner? I'm afraid I may have to run him outside quickly. B-Mac, I would almost say Saturdays are probably gone. And that's the only day that I have that I'm not sitting in here streaming. And I don't want to stream 7 days a week. I don't want to do that. I'd like to have one day. You know what I'm saying? Wow. John just went to the corner. John went to the corner fast. Yeah, I'm not saying we won't do something strange that way, B-Mac, because that whole format of what we did, that was fun. That was, you want me to be honest, depending on the group of people you had in there playing. Yes. John's watching last week's stream at this point. He's like watching back episodes, is he, Vix? Did he jump up there? No, he didn't. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dad's down to 28%. Yeah, I got a moose right here beside me. He ain't on the bed. When I heard ka-thump, I thought he laid down on the bed. No, he laid down on the floor beside me. I got the aftershock in my chair. I'm putting somebody in the corner and that might not be happy about this. No, John, I got a feeling you're going to the corner. Shakes everything, Mary. Yeah, he does when he lays down. Well, when he comes up, so he'll get up in the chair with me on his daily, and he will come up and hopefully puts his paws on the arm here, and then I'll sit here going, you know, tapping here. And when he goes to lay down, I'm telling you, you gotta hold that air in and everything, because when he hits you, it's like, yeah, he don't go down nice and neat. He goes down like a wrecking ball. The heck was that? Nothing. There ain't nothing behind me. Heard a noise. Got you, Braden. Holy crap, that's a big dog, Max. $65's real close to Ziva's weight. He's closer to 85, 90 pounds now, Mary. Yeah, exactly, B-Mac. Now, sometimes he comes up and he's kind of standing on the end of the recliner between your legs, and you're tapping over here, you know, come to the side then to lay down, and he'll come up and he'll put a paw right here, and you're like, oh. So you grab the base of his paw and get the other one up there, because he wants to put him right about here, and I want to get him up here and then get him laid down, but he'll set up there normally. He'll set up there for 15 minutes on the high end and just getting his belly rubbed and getting that done. And he's happy. He's good for the day. He's had a couple days that he's wanted 2 days worth, but for the most part, it's 1 day. That's it. Farmer Jamie, welcome in. Understandable, Braden. Now tonight, I'm sitting out there in the recliner, and I had fell asleep. I was sleeping good. Gibbs is over on his chair. Z was laying down on the end of the recliner between my legs, just laying there. They're both overlooking their kingdom, making sure everything's safe. And the doorbell rings. As Ziva went from laying down to jumping off of that like a gazelle, I caught a foot where I shouldn't have caught the foot. Best alarm clock I've had ever in my life. Yeah, that'll wake you up real quick. Yeah. No, it didn't. It did claws. She come off there so fast that she just smacked me pretty good there. Yeah, that'll wake you right up. I'll be dead honest with you. I think I could have passed away and it would have woke me up. That's how how violent it was. Yeah, she was on her way to the back door. There was a doorbell ringing and they had to get out to save Mama. Now, I didn't realize when I went to take him out before stream, I heard Mama talking, but guys, I'll be dead honest. I thought Mama was on a phone call. I didn't realize she had the front door open and someone in the house talking to him. Guys, it is his time. He's doing that weird acting. That is letting me know it is his time. And I know with him, you don't push him. I'm going to put you in with Dad again. I'm going to let you run with him for a short. Guys, I'm going to run him outside. I'm going to be dead honest. This could be a 5-minute deal because he does get pretty wimpy around the kind of halfway wet grass outside. Is that what you're telling me, big guy? He stuck his head in between my leg and the side panel. Just stuck it right up there. And it's like, hey, I'm here. I'm not leaving. And he hasn't left. So I am gonna run him outside. Guys, I'll be right back. You ready, big boy? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Back up. Back up. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Yeah, there was no playing around. We got outside and he took care of business, and he did it in a hurry. And then she was upset. She was upset because she didn't get to go outside, so I took her out too. Took them out individually. Every day, Jared. Well, he only went one way when we were outside earlier because neither one of them is fond of the grass being wet and that. Neither one of them's fond of that. So he didn't want to, go too far. But he held it enough. He finally decided he didn't have a choice. You've been hard at it, Whirlwind. How big of a corn head was you using? I don't know how big a 9 meter is. Yeah, when you guys talk meter, how many feet's meters, guys? Forgot to get Cheez-Its. When I was at the store today, I didn't get Cheez-Its, but I got... Now listen. 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 I'm going to keep you out of here one way or another. So it's a 12 row. I got Club. They're called Club crackers, but I got the Walmart brand, buttery squares or something. And them are pretty good, considerably cheaper. Yeah, I bought 2 boxes last time. I bought a box of them and then a box of whole wheat ones. And they lasted a decent chunk of time. I think Batman was just using quick, simple math, Mary. My Cheez-Its here, I opened them up probably a month and a half ago, B-Mac, and I've still got half a box. Now I'm not in a huge Cheez-Its kick. If I was in a huge Cheez-Its kick, yeah, that box may have lasted a week. You guys can't see, but they're both right here. Mama made a frozen pizza, so that's the reason I haven't turned the camera back on. I'm going to try to do this real quick, but I always take the crust and give them the crust. You know, I break it in half, and they each get half the crust. And so hold on a second, let me get. So when I get near the end of the crust, I have two hands and eat it like you're kind of eating corn on the cob or something. And when I start doing that, they know I'm about done and they're about to get the crust. And we're about there on a piece right now. So they are not going to leave me alone. I used to smoke. So this is my smoker person, just hand to mouth stuff. Is Dad really down to 2%? Easy. Good puppies. Yeah, I think it says he's down to 1%. Shoot. Mary, you running power tools or are you running Easy Dev? With Easy Dev, you can poop and it's lined. With power tools, when you run low on line, you can fill. Yeah, with power tools, you can F12 and fill your vehicle with line and just stay right on moving. I mean, if you're just starting a map and you're looking to try to get it ready like I did here, that helps tremendously. Thought it was a train caboose. I ain't seen a caboose in a long time unless it's, you know, setting up as a display somewhere. I can remember young, you used to see a caboose on most trains. Got you, Whirlwind. I like having an AI worker run the combine and I run the grain cart. That's what I like to do. It's better yet if you got someone playing and they can run the combine and you can run the grain cart. It'd be nice if there were 3 semis rather than 2. Get all 3 semis filled up and then just stop briefly and get everything emptied. So I'm going to pull a cardinal sin here, guys. This is a big no-go. Yeah, Jared, mine's been that long at least. You generally wouldn't take this truck out in this field like this. On the planted ground, onto any of that. That compaction's going to affect some stuff. Really? What the heck's he doing? Good, he's going to keep right on going, and that filled him to 41%. That should be enough to finish. I love going through them trees right here. I haven't hit that button in a hot minute, guys. Do me a huge favor. Make me stop saying hot minute. If you haven't given that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. Just, it really helps the stream, helps the video out. And if you're not a subscriber, it does not cost you 1 penny. All it does is helps with the growth of the channel. Right down at the bottom of the screen, hit that subscribe button. We're on that push to get that big 1,500 number. That's what we're trying to reel into. Now, I'll be honest, we ain't gonna quit there. We'll get to 1,500, then the push is for 2,000, and then the push is for 2,500. You know how this works. We're never gonna stop. Accidentally super strength combine across the yard. Mary, you need to stop eating them Wheaties. What's your number right now? 7, John. 7 is my number. Huh? Oh, I've done that, Mary. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, let me stop, apparently. Mary, we were on Midwest Horizon in Farm Sim 22, and I had just brought a trailer back, and it probably had 30 bags of lime, you know, the big bags of lime on the trailer. And when I went in the door carrying something, somehow the door got closed. So I'm sitting there trying to hit the button to open the door, and I'm shaking it up and down, trying, where's it going to click? What's going on here? Well, I didn't realize super strength had went through the door, and I got a hold of the trailer outside, and I was doing this with the trailer, and bags were everywhere. They were in the parking lot. They were in the field next door. Bags were everywhere. It was a disaster. Smoked hickory, beanie weenie with Cheez-Its. Never had anything like that, Whirlwind. Yeah, it was bad. Oh my God, we laughed and we laughed. We don't talk about the bales. No, Mary, you realize there we just did talk about the bales. We got 2 pieces left. That means they get 2 crusts. They know it. Mama A, how are you doing tonight? Well, you didn't have to. You could super strength all them just like you did the trailer. Airplane took you forever. Clean that mess up. I don't think he's talking to us in our stream, guys. I think John's talking to somebody else. What airplane? Mary, put John back in the corner. Ain't that a fact, Max? How was your day today, Mama? Someone left the model glue open. You ever feel like you're in a twilight zone? We're about done planting. I'll get back up there and we'll get, we're just going to put the seed tender away. We'll get the nurse tank, get it put away. I don't know if I can offload the nurse tank and leave it empty or not. No, but I do now. Where's Dad at? He trucking right along. He gonna try to beat me done over there. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Just laugh with me. Tell me that ain't some funny stuff right there. They know there's one piece left. They are not giving up. Well, just bring the awake side in, KT. Let the sleep side go off on its own. We got enough asleep in here as it is. This is it right here, and then the corn is all in the ground, guys. You eat them all the time, Bales. Okay, listen, this is the last piece. Then you beggars have to go leave me alone. They're gone. There is no more. It's a race right now to see who gets done first, me or Dad. John, nobody knew what the heck you were talking about the first time. Did you dip them in anything, Braden? Because I'll be dead honest, I can't see the pretzel being a bad thing. I would think it may be something you dip them in. Did you dip them in beer cheese or anything? Oh my God, Dad beat me done. He's done. I would be questioning the beer cheese before the pretzels. Let's get everything back to the house. We're going to get stuff cleaned quickly, get stuff fueled up, put away, what have you. Indeed, KT. I mean, it could be the pretzels. Your stomach, not mine, but I would lean more towards the beer cheese you dipped it in, being the issue. You know what? I might as well just do it this way. Clean Big John back up. See, I've only sprayed that much, and it's almost perfectly clean already. It should take me more time. You know, that don't seem right. Why don't you lay down on the bed? Lay down on the bed, buddy. Let me try to fold this up, throw it away, and maybe they'll realize there is no more. That would be my guess, Braden. Wasn't gonna do this, but I am now. Just, oh Lord, have mercy. May not have the money to keep inventory on the shelf, KT. And that's the reason the old owner's gone. Too much inventory took him down. Then again, he may have retired. I don't know the situation, but yeah, KT. I mean, I've worked in a grocery business, but it's got, you're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? And KT, you may also have a little difference right now with it being the holidays and what people are buying and how they're buying. That could be significantly different right now too. That could be affecting things. Farm Sim Freak, how are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, let's get that put away, and then we're going to run and grab the tractor and the air drill. Okay, so IRL, I don't know if in-game it'll let me, but in IRL, you would not store this trailer 100% full in that barn. Hey, Buttons, how have you been? There we go. We're going to empty it back in there. Farm Sim Freak, I truly appreciate that. What we're on here is the dream farm. See, I farm in real life. And, you know, if I'm kind of basing this in the early 2000s based on the model of tractors that we've got. But as of right now, my dad and I are farming together, which he's pretty much stepped down. He's not part of the farm. Yeah, he's part of the farm, but he's not part of the farm. He really doesn't do anything. But, you know, in our scenario here, he's still helping around the farm, driving tractor and what have you. We had him over running the air drill with the 8410. I was planting the corn with the 7810. I went with the 7810 because I have a 7800 in real life. He's more of a supervisor. You see that truck pulling in, you go, whoop. Oh wow, he missed a bunch of stuff right here. We're going to have to check this field. Buttons, she is home now. She is home from the hospital. Definitely feeling better than what she was. Now I know the other day on the way home, they stopped and had pizza, ate out and had pizza. She says she's got energy back and all. I talked to them when I was on my way to town today, and they were somewhere. They weren't at home. Oh, exactly, Mary. Silver Dodge means the boss is there to let me know what I'm doing wrong. Unfortunately. But you want me to be honest? Buttons, I've asked, what was it that caused all this? And I've yet to get an answer. I don't know. I do not know what caused this. She had absolutely no energy. But yeah, see, I question if our problem here. Yeah, you see what our problem is, guys. I didn't get this one all fixed. This one right here is not all fixed good. We need to soften it out. But when they were doing the white blood cell count and all of them, they were actually coming out as they were fine. So I don't know what was causing it. She had mentioned at one time they thought maybe she had a kidney infection. And if you guys remember, she has a rough time with kidney stones. She has had for quite a while now. She's been in the hospital multiple times for kidney stones. But, she thought maybe there was an issue there. But as far as where the surgery happened and that stuff, that was all fine. There was a small pocket of blood behind where the incision was, but when I was there and heard the actual cancer doctor, he acted like he wasn't concerned about that at all. Figured it was a very minute amount and not a big issue. So I don't know what caused it, in all honesty. I don't. Vix, you were trying to text me the other day. I'm going to be dead honest. My phone was almost dead. So I was trying to put one post in Discord and just kind of a quick update as to what was going on and then shutting down, because if I did not, I'd have never made it. So I was doing my best not to be on the phone. I was trying to do it all through Discord. We are going to get to see these. Now, I want to see what this looks like now. It looks like I got one more spot. Well, one there I'm not going to worry about, but there's one spot up here near the road. Let's head that way. We'll look at getting at that spot. We'll get this bad boy folded. We'll get it cleaned up, get it home, repaired, put away and everything. And then, guys, we will roll forward to next month. I'm very interested to see what this RCS looks like. Oh. Looky there. Looky there. Guess who's back? Back again. Oh. Well, I meant I was back too, Mary, but yeah, puppies were back too. I see what this is. You're all here for the puppies. Uh-huh. Do I have... No wonder it's moving so daggone slow. I'm running across the field with the air drill down. Dummy. Mary? Could be. Never know. Guys, I did just hit that button. If you haven't yet, huge favor, hit that thumbs up. That like really helps the video, helps the stream out. Our goal is to hit 50 every stream. I'm not positive where we're at now. It still shows me at 0. And I know we got more than that. But if you're not a subscriber, it doesn't cost you a penny. And all it does is helps with the growth of the channel. Right down to the bottom of the screen, do me a huge solid. Hit that subscribe button. Help this old guy get to 1,500. Tell your friends. I see 46. We need 4 more. 4 more thumbs up, guys. You can do it. 25 minutes. We'll get there. And that day, anyone that don't know, we're 11 o'clock. We are going to call it here. I'm going to take a quick break, get everything switched over to the Twitch side. We're going to have Renegade After Dark. We're going to be running some ATS. I had somebody send me a custom skin. I have not seen it. All I know is the name of the file said Pizza. So we're going to be running a Pizza semi tonight. I have no clue what this is going to be. I got my ideas, but I got no clue. Train side, horn outside made me think it was in game for a second. Yeah, I'm scared to death of what I'm going to get into here. I'll be honest. I'm scared and I'm excited at the same time. Pepperoni Express. So if I doing ship tonight, I've seen such rude people in the store. You know, as right around like Black Friday and then right them few days before Christmas, buttons when those years I worked retail, there you saw more rudeness then than the rest of the year. I agree with that. Well, a P anyway. Yeah, a P, a pineapple. I got a feeling we got a pineapple pizza semi coming to a stream near you in about an hour and 23 minutes. John, you're going to go to bed and miss the special truck? John's like, yeah, I'll have to check it tomorrow. John, you have a good night, buddy. You have a good night. This is it, guys. Once we get this cleaned up and put away and what have you, we're going to clean it. We're going to fill it with fuel. We're going to repair it. And once that is done, we are ready to advance forward. Oh, John, you're fine. Yeah, John Schwoke and I were talking last night, and I told him you worked at Papa John's, and I think he did believe me, but you do work at Papa John's, right? Pineapple Express, you said it. I did not say Pineapple Express. It was worth the watch, wasn't it, Demonic? John's a pizza pooper or pizza popper. Son, what? Whirlwind, we don't like you no more. Sunflowers? Really? Yeah, but that's causing some division amongst everybody on what they want to do. Everybody's ready to go to Rally Valley right now. You know, and I understand that. They know the gold's there, but the understanding I had was they had to have that other 100 ounces by this week. And they didn't, and I don't understand that. Oh, no, B-Mac, nope. Boy, I'm glad I moved that water tank. We'd have just ran it over. You got to hit this door with this air drill perfectly straight. If you don't, it will not go in. Absolutely, positively will not go in. You need it almost in the dead center, and it has to be squared with the door. You got one corner in before the other one. It does not fit. Look at that. Look at that. Like a champ. I'm glad we got a 40-foot air drill, not a 42-foot air drill. 42-foot air drill wouldn't fit. We'd have to build another barn. Can't see how far back I am. That looks good. You missed what week, Schwope? This week, oh, Gold Rush. Yep, Demonic, no more about Gold Rush. Schwoke hasn't seen it yet. Okay, guys, this is truly what we've been waiting for, to see what this stuff looks like. Let me pop in here and look. 8-row corn head. We really don't have anything in here we need. Oh, wait a minute. We're not allowed to do this. We got to come in here. We got to come in here to do this. We got to come in here and we got to lay down in bed, and there we go. Dairy, Mary, right there's the part-timer. Dairy Kid. Been live for 3 hours and 45 minutes, and he shows up to watch the last 10 minutes of stream. Okay, let's take a look real quick. Nothing there we're interested in. Let's do it again. Oh, Dairy Queen. Oh, Dairy Queen. Now I want Dairy Queen. Oh, really? You've been watching the Grinch and stuff. I see how this is. Yep. I see where I rate, don't I? Oh, looky there. We can buy a rice planter. Woohoo! We're the 3rd day of April. We got to go one more day, guys. I'll take a strawberry cheesecake blizzard. That sounds good. Dairy Queen in itself sounds good. Nope, really nothing. And it'll take, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know how this works. Okay, we got to change our shirt. I think it's a little warmer outside today. Let's come up here and let's wear something fancy from up here. We're just going to wear a t-shirt today. And let's select our color. We're going to wear the orange t-shirt today. Select, back, confirm. There we go. There's what we look like today, guys. Okay, and let's go look at some crops. I got a feeling we're going to have to look at them from the air. Ooh, wow. Hey. FPS just took a nosedive again, guys. I'm not going to move, and poof, there it goes. So I'm not real sure what happened. That happened the other day too, guys. You guys remember that? I remember one year it was so exciting. The snow like cream cake was there. Down. We ended 11 o'clock all the time over here. Dairy Kid. Okay, what are we at here? See, Dairy Kid, we ended 11 because we go live at Twitch at 12. F12. And I just want to go up in the air a little bit. Wow, look at that. And there was a gap down here we know we missed. We got some rows popping in and out. Right there's the gap we missed. Oh, is that what's going on? Yeah, but once they're in, it seems to be running fine. Truthfully. Southwest Irish, not Christmas. Automatic. So it's got individual row automatic shut off. I wish it was in sections. I wish it was in like 3-row sections. But it is 100% the direction you planted. This is kind of neat. You know, and look right here where I turned with the planter, and they 100% follow right where I was. That's slick. So now over here's the beans. Yeah. See, this is what he's talking about on AI. Missed a lot of spots over here. You know, we'll have to do some. Wookie was going to help me, and I'm not real sure why it almost looks like we doubled up in some spots right there. But I've always used OneDrive, and I don't even want to turn that back on. So they're going to walk me through how to use Google Chrome to send these. And he was going to help me today and try to get some mods sent to a couple folks that can jump in when we're on this map. RCS, Mary, truthfully, there's nothing huge to it. We're going to... There's truthfully nothing. What the hell is sticky keys? I mean, this look. Do you want to turn on sticky keys? No, I don't want to turn it on. I don't want you to pop up and ask me again. It keeps shutting my damn game off on me. Well, not shut. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, Lord. Well, we know we got to do this. Oh. And I did. I had it held down for 5 seconds, for sure. They do, Jedi. Oh, I said no, I don't want it. Yeah, we need straw to the animals and everything, guys. Holy smokes. Yeah, we ain't gonna have enough food for here. Yeah, I'll be dead honest. I kind of wanted to pull out of the other one first. So let's get this over to pig food, because I do have pig food in here. We'll empty this in real quick. Mr. Red. Yeah, B-Mac, I hate to say it. I don't learn well from that. I learn well when I pull it up and have somebody walk, me doing it, but somebody walking me through how to do it. that kind of helps my memory a little bit with remembering what I did. I mean, I definitely appreciate the offer, but that's one reason I'm not good with learning stuff. I can't go to a YouTube video and just walk through it and learn how to do stuff. I've tried to learn DaVinci Pro I don't know how many times, and I can't do it. I can't keep the focus there. I can't stay on track with what's going on. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, but like I said, Wookie's he gonna meet me in here and say boom, 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 and apparently he's like you guys. He does it all the time, and I think once I get it up there and actually look at it, I'm going, oh my God, that was so damned easy. I've been sitting here on one direction all along, and the other way is so much easier. Okay. We're gonna have to do some straw too. Hey. We got a problem here. Yeah, it's over here at the poop thing. So I think I'm gonna need, 4 bales of straw. Oh, really? I just got gas, guys. First time tonight. He nailed me. My God, Gibbs. Yeah, for some reason I cannot get that pickup to work for nothing. Cannot get it to work for nothing. We are also going to have to. That pig barn's filled. I can't do any more than 100. It is filled, so I'm gonna have to probably start selling some pigs. FileZilla I have when I am transferring mods over to a when I'm transferring them over to a server, and I'll be honest, I love that. And guys, you got to keep in mind, I fought Deimos on that. I thought that was just nope. I was loading them, 5 mods at a time, and he finally convinced me. Try FileZilla, and okay, I'll give it a shot, but I won't like it. You know what? I like it. Oh my God, I like it. But I learned how to do it that way, and that's where, you know what I'm saying. That wasn't planned. That wasn't funny, guys. That wasn't funny. That's what you get for playing in the poop. Ain't it funny? I'm sitting here playing in this and the Bobcat ain't got any dirt on it at all. I just hope I don't get the bucket up over the top of the Bobcat and dump it over the top of the bucket onto myself. Boy, I'm taking you guys for a hell of a ride here at the end, ain't I? See if we get over here and not do that again. I'd like to get this daggone thing filled, but my God, how much does it hold? Come on. How close are we here? 96%. I don't know what I'm going to do with it when we get done. Oh, Mary, that's mean. Might have to hire Wookie and let him start using that big bucket he's got. Wookie and his magic bucket. Okay, I didn't even pay attention. Heck, it's 11 o'clock. Guys, I'm on a cutter for there right now. I probably will finish getting the animals fed, but then I'm going to save the game and get everything ready. Guys, we're going live in no later than midnight. If I get everything ready and I'm caught up on everything, I'm liable to go live a little sooner than that. We're going to be playing some ATS over on the Twitch side. As I said, we're going to work to try. I'm not going to bring that skin in until I'm live. I will not see it until I'm live. I'll see it at the same time you guys do. But I think that's going to be fun. I really do. Make sure you're on Twitch this time. I will. We're going to switch from YouTube to Twitch. Oh, I screwed that up so bad last night. With that being said, guys, have an amazing night. And if I don't talk to you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Till next time, Renegade Nation, I love you all.